Hello there, and welcome to Stuve of Scandinavia's British forces. He is on Twin Beaches, and he's versus Barton, playing, as that's right, the Deutsche Afrika Corps. First time I've seen them on Twin Beaches this weekend, I believe. No, that's right. I'm with Orange Pest live, and he played Deutsche Afrika Corps yesterday. So I've got the perfect person to talk us through this build order. Let's get him live and watching Company Heroes 3, sharing my screen in Discord. There you go, OP. And you tell me what we're going to see.
Well, I think normally people go for Panzer PO spam against Brits, just because you want to get a lot of map control in the early game. Plus the bike, just to just force out a dingo, generally speaking. Because the one weakness Brits really do have is that their capping speed. They don't really have a dedicated capping unit, so they're very, very slow to start. You can already see that by looking at all the capping that's going on for Barton compared to Stuve.
Yeah, absolutely. Barton, by the way, announcing in chat there that he's a bit nervous. He hasn't played tournaments in a while. If you don't know who Barton is, he's a bit of a Company Heroes legend. Broke his teeth with Company Heroes 1 when he was a massive troll and had a troll clan called Experts where they stream sniped everybody and had to get warned by Relic multiple times. Then he went on to win some of the biggest tournaments we ever had, and it was kind of awkward. He won Sunday Night Fight Season 5, which was Ami Politsai Funk's biggest Company Heroes 2 tournament for CoH3.org, and some fantastically crazy games. Guess what maps they were on, Orange Pest? I will scare you and say this.
I think, wasn't it that one map with the negative cover road?
You'll never guess what map it was on. It was on Road to Kharkov.
Yeah,
1v1.
that's the one.
Road to Kharkov! He was versus Jesulin in the final on Road to Kharkov, winning, I think, maybe $3,000 or $2,000 at the time. First biggest prize pool we ever had, and Barton bloody won the thing. There you go. Panzer Pioneers forced away Tommies with the dingo. Orange Pest predicted correctly, and Stuve is on the hunt, Orange Pest. Will he get his prey?
I don't think the dingo has enough DPS to really kill it, but doing this HP damage, considering there's no healing, that model is just going to be a massive liability for any coming engagements.
Talking of which, the infantry section is also forced away, so we've got a lot of low health soldiers that are going to resume fighting very shortly, and they're going to drop like flies.
I'm not a fan of how this engagement went overall. As you can see, like, still lacking capping power for Brits. And a late dingo, well, it has to be hunting the bike, right? Like,
yes,
doing this what he's doing now, it's not really going to accomplish much.
No, I agree. Stuve, of course, a little bit of history on Stuve. He won the biggest 2v2 tournament of all time with Kimbo Mad Slice. So these are the bad boys of Co, Orange Pest. And these two particular bad boys of Co won two of the biggest tournaments we ever bloody had.
Yeah.
Mad, innit?
That's a long time ago, though. You know?
Things have changed.
Yeah,
okay.
I did play 2v2s with Barton, though. He was my 2v2 partner for a while.
Alright, fair enough. There we go. Panzer Pioneers forced away. They could get squad wiped. Will this one guy get away? He represents a huge pool of manpower. Surely he can't survive this time. Oh, that's... Oh! At the last possible second there.
So this highlights one of the weaknesses of Panzer PO spam really well, actually. So I ran into this problem when I tried running just Panzer POs. They are just really, really fucking fragile.
Yeah.
Like, you sneeze at them and they will just collapse. So you have to pick your engagement really, really smart. You also have to you need flamers desperately.
Well, that's what it's all about, and that's why he's gotten the 2+16s. The bike has secured that, so we will start seeing flamers shortly. What's the manpower cost of a Panzer Pioneer, Orange Pest? Do we know?
200 manpower.
200 only, so it's not the biggest loss I've ever seen. He should be fine. He still has a large swathes of the map.
Well, it's not a lot for other factions, but for DAC it's a substantial part, actually. Because 200 manpower is like the baseline of your upgrades in your armory.
Wow, okay.
So just look like building a Panzer Pyro means like, well, in the future, that's just one less upgrade he's gonna have early.
Cut-off taken. 32 munitions taken out of commission. And this fuel, so plus 10 fuel as well. That's a hefty cut-off.
What's that ability on the right side?
Here, Valor. He's gone for Valor.
He has not read about the stats then, because Valor is not very good.
Isn't it like Zeal from Code 1? Every model that
Yeah,
dies, they
but
get better at fighting.
It's far, far worse than Seal.
Oh dear.
I remember someone told me it was like basically worthless.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, he's gone for Valor. And he probably should have gone for Volunteer Infantry. And that may have helped a bit more. Early-ish 8-rad. Well, very early 8-rad. Actually, 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's as early as you can get an 8-rad out, I think.
Well played to Barton there. Clearly, of course, playing the CoH3 way. Get the light vehicle out ASAP.
I don't find the 8-rad a good choice against Brits, though. Everything having an AT rifle is just too painful. But because Stuve went for just 3 sections, and has no upgrades so far, but I think he just queued the upgrades up. It just means he's gonna have a bit of a window at least to just gain the map back.
Finally find some targets as the 8-rad. It's this garrison infantry section. So not the best first half a minute of play there. Couldn't find anybody. Oh, and here they come. They've got grenade launchers. That's surprising.
Yeah, grenade launchers are interesting. So I haven't really gotten the chance to use them.
They're powerful, mate. They're powerful. I've watched Helping Hands killing 4v4 noobs all day with grenade launchers. They must be good. No, they're good. They're pretty decent. I would prefer flamethrowers.
I heard Driver describe them as like a long-distance flamethrower. If it's anything like a flavor, I mean, that's just amazing.
I don't think they're as good as a flamethrower, but they look cool. I mean, if there's a flamethrower, that squad would be dead by now, so there you go. There's your proof.
I mean, it does give you one benefit, I think, which is like you don't have to close the distance, right? Like, flamethrower. Oh, you want grenades? That's...
Wow, it's working well. You got the shocked crew. I love that.
Can you check if Stu has upgraded his infantry yet? I think he has, but I'm not sure.
We'll get on the infantry training.
Yeah.
Yes, he's gotten it. If it says no further upgrades, it means he's gotten it, yep.
Yeah. So he's invested quite a bit of fuel. He's gonna have a late Crusader, but considering Brits kind of scaled really well with infantry anyway, it probably means it's not gonna affect him that much.
First anti-tank rifles are beginning to roll in now for these infantry sections, both of which are Veterancy 1. But I have to say, I've been a fan of Barton's capping so far. I think he's done well, and I think Stuve's a little bit shocked at the moment by the old Pole's prowess, if you will.
Yeah, he went for a very tight build order. Not a lot of infantry, a dingo, and just a one Royal Engineer. His field presence, even though it's stronger on paper, the Barton can just run around it and basically just not even bother taking fights. Just go wherever Stuve is concentrating his units, he'll just send units to cap, basically.
Yeah. It's a good map for that as well, isn't it, Orange Pest? It's playing well, this map, in terms of your ability to play it in multiple ways. What do you think?
I actually disliked this map at the start, but I've come around on it. Find it the most interesting.
Yeah,
I actually find it better than Crossroads, at least for now.
Yeah. I mean, Crossroads we've obviously tried to convert from CoH2, and I think the best thing for that is possibly White Flash could play a bit more CoH3 and maybe try and tailor it to how CoH3 plays a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. Got a few more days to work on it, but we'll put a poll out to the players and see where we stand on it before we put it into Tournament Commission, I think.
I did send them my feedback.
I saw it was brutal. I felt sorry for White Flash. There we go, squad wipe!
Oh,
there we go, infantry section annihilates it. That's Barton now, 2 down. WTF, you didn't retreat, Barton. You didn't retreat.
Oh, I know why you got confused, because there was only the AT rifle models left. You know, CoH2 AT rifles don't hit infantry, really. I assume he thought it was like, you know...
Okay. Yeah, no, the profiles are changed in CoH3 as Orange Pest has found with multiple uses of units against infantry targets. Basically, anti-tank now does infantry damage for a lot of the units.
Yeah, Shreks can just, you know, wipe your engineers on retreat. I've experienced that firsthand. That was fun.
One of the biggest uses of it as well is the Stugs, the anti-tank Stugs, the Stug G or whatever it's called. It's actually... Oh, that was a bad... Yeah. What? Why is he so like? This is against Master League rules, by the way. You're not meant to react to everything
Yeah,
on
but
screen.
come on, it's just a casual tournament, you know.
Is it?
Point is being overrun.
Well,
Not
you
to
can
me,
pretend-
it isn't.
it's sweaty, but you know, you gotta have a little bit of fun in the first.
Yeah,
tournament.
it's the Launch Cup. I called it the Launch Cup for a reason. Kept the prize pool marginally small. I get what you're saying. But every tournament is the most epic tournament of all time, Orange Best. How dare you?
I'm sorry for insulting you. I'm sorry.
I'm going to send you to the Sea of Sharpening. Get into the sharpened sea.
Please. I haven't done anything to deserve this.
Nobody deserves the sharpened sea. It'll cut you. Tell you what, that Royal Engineer could die.
We've lost contact with our
Come on,
sappers.
Stuve. Kimbo wouldn't have lost that.
Kimbo would have won by now.
Ah, Kimbo. If only he
Well,
wasn't
with this
so bad.
engineer dead, I think Stu doesn't know the trick with the dingo. Do you see that healing thing?
Yeah?
That heals the dingo. I don't know why it does, but it's like a horse, right? So, you know, just gonna bandage
It's
it up
not a
little bit.
horse, it's an Australian dog. You don't know your zoology, Orange Best, clearly. It's a big doggy, and it'll heal it.
Royal
Give the
Engineers
dog a
on the
bone, come
field
on.
and ready for your orders.
There we go.
Infantry will pillage anything they need from the enemy.
Let's see what's happening inside this house. Oh, not much animation inside that one. I'll leave as quickly as I can. Okay, I accidentally pressed home. I don't know how to get out of this. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Grad's just...
Professional
doing-
testing.
Thank you, Orange Best, thank
To
you.
enemy action.
Good compliments. Oh, fan of that. Cheers.
The enemy has
Panzer
our victory point.
Panaeus with the grenade launcher.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think the grenade launchers are worth it.
They
I don't
cut
think
us
so
off.
either.
Territories out of
I think there is one or two might be useful, but I think flamers are just better, especially on this map. It's like, why even bother? Just go flamer, man.
The enemy has
Somebody's asking what their meta is. Well, you see that button that says call in Herr Verbally Vindy? You find that button, and you find the meta.
I like to call it the I win button.
And here we go, we've got the Flammen Panzer III medium tank. This is Barton getting back to his old ways. He played with the KV-8 flamethrower to win his first major tournament back in 2014. And here he is again,
beggars are
with a
threatening
flamethrower
strategic
tank.
point.
Gotta say, I'm not a fan. Looking at the timing, right? The Stug E, or is it? I think it's the Stug D. I don't know. I call it E because
D,
it's like
D,
the CoH3 one.
Yeah.
Comes out at 9 minutes.
Supplies aren't
The
making it
Flame
back to
Flame
HQ.
Panzer comes up
Lines cut.
13, but he could probably get it out a bit earlier. But just this late, especially when Crusaders are on the horizon,
Crusader
doesn't feel good.
cruiser finished.
Crusader's going to come out and possibly flank this Panzer III at some point. I mean, Barton does have a Pack 38 on the field as well. That, as I say, was his strat when he won tournaments. It was AT guns and flamer tanks, and he's trying to replicate that in CoH 3 very clearly.
I think he used the Colin AT gun. It's 200 manpower. Oh no, that's dead.
The
There's no
grenades,
way.
they do nothing.
Oh wow!
That was a narrow escape, it has to be said. A very narrow escape. Look at the low health on his vehicles. If that pushed in, it would have cleared up, but there was an AT gun waiting, I suppose.
Stu probably didn't have the munitions. But had he gone for the 6-pounder upgrade there, that Panzer IV probably would have been dead. In fact, he probably could have gone in and died for it. I mean, Barton has very little AT in terms of threats.
60 munitions. That's how it's penning everything.
Good as new. Repairs finished. 55 caliber. Not too shabby. Ready to lead
A lot of upgrades in this game, and
Repairs finished.
some of them aren't that good, but that one seems to be one of the best ones in the game, I'd say. Orange Best, the upgrade for the Crusader.
Yeah, it's super strong. Just getting pen, more damage, makes it really good at sniping models.
Bit of
I
everything.
mean, the only real problem with it is it's a fragile platform, so it makes up for it with speed.
Wow, Stu's going to go for more infantry section. It really feels like his captain potentially can't really finish the game off when he had the advantage there, so just feels, okay, give me more infantry. That's exactly what he's done.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with more sections against stack, especially if they don't tailor their builds to demolish sections,
So it's like
which is why I advocate heavily for this dog.
well, you certainly advocated very well for it yesterday. We've got more grenade launchers now, just swimming in the things. As this
Maybe there's like some volley fire thing he's trying to do.
could be. Or just nuke a squad in one go. We'll have to wait and see if that's possible.
It does remind me, because he tried doing this in Code 2, you know, with the rear echelon grenade launcher?
Yes, yeah.
He was so convinced it was like secretly OP. But I don't think it was, but maybe here it might be the difference.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Barton does find some interesting ways of playing, and he's not deterred if it's not the best. Don't forget that he pioneered the sniper build in Co-1.
That is fucking disgusting.
Well, no, the reason he did it is because Inverse made a guide. You know Inverse, you've seen him, right?
Yeah, I've actually started watching him play poker.
Yeah, he did. He made some great guides back in the day, and somebody chopped up one of the guides to basically, like, you know, like, chop up his words in a different order kind of thing. And the way they chopped it up as we watched this Royal Engineer get incinerated was they said, okay, first what you want to do is you want to go sniper, and then I like to follow that up with another sniper. And Inverse was not a fan of Barton and his friends in Co-1. So what Barton did is him and his friends started stream sniping Inverse by only going snipers. And it was a bit of bullying, but they did I think Barton was able to beat Inverse with the 5 sniper start, so yeah, a bit of Co-1 lore for you there.
That is fascinating. Holy Christ, the grenades.
Oh, there you go! The Tommies are getting absolutely demolished there. Grenades! Having a grenade party. I can't believe they survived. The arcing on them sends them to the moon and back before they hit you.
This feels like watching Napoleonic warfare, you know? You get section blobs,
Yeah.
and grenade launcher blobs, and giant formations going at each other.
Capture point is being contested.
Almond. Parry my grenade, you filthy casual. I don't know what it's a reference to, but it's funny. Love it. Oh, we got a new skin for this tank. It's the dipped chocolates Crusader. Looking lovely.
Enemy
Ferrero
ground
Rocher
forces
of a
claim the
vehicle now.
sector.
Tasty, eh?
I would hope so. Might be a bit burned. Also, Stuve is saving up his munitions for the perimeter Overwatch, I would assume.
Yes, most likely. Wait for Barton to make a big push and then cancel it with a click of a button.
Yeah,
Good
I do love that button clicking gameplay. It's very, very... Oh god, that's section instead.
And
Or
the
not
Panzer
section,
Pioneer.
Panzer PM.
Yeah, exactly. This,
Oh, they're
no,
both
you
there.
were right, Orange Pest. He's a future traveller.
Nation. Sectors an
There
enemy
we
has.
go. Meanwhile, the Ferrero Rocher Crusader goes forward. And the grenades do
So
nothing.
he's gone for the command tank here. The command tank, interestingly, although it's about to be dead, it increases the armor of all your nearby tanks. It also gives you more fire rate when one of them dies. Which
It
is
gives
like,
you more what, sorry?
when one of your tanks die, you get better fire rate.
Makes sense.
Which is, it's kind of counterintuitive because you don't want to lose things, so...
Where do crew members go when they run off? We're going to find out, chat. I know there's a big battle happening over there, and I know you want to see that, but I've got you hostage, and we're finally going to find out what happens when crew members go. Will he go to Munich? Will he go and live out his life in the foothills of Bavaria? We're going to find out, guys. This is hype. I'm excited. It's still going, Orange Pest. He's still going. He's going to live in the mountains. Oh, he disappeared. Okay, back
It's
to the
become a
game.
mountain man.
A mountain man, exactly.
Oh, also one thing about the command tank too is just the veterancy on it. I don't think it's like the Code 2 variants where it's like it actually like increases this power of the buffs. It just makes the tank itself better at killing infantry.
I'm trying to show
So
the
it's a bit
veterans.
of some interesting things about it.
Yeah, rate of fire, rotation. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to it than what that, as you say. Right, here we go. The Ferrero Rocher goes in. 8-Rad somehow survives veterancy 2. This is a good game.
8-Rad has like an incredible amount of HP, but it's really, really hard to kill.
Yeah, it seems quite, yeah, it's quite tanky in that sense indeed. Right, Matilda goes in talking about tanky. And this pack 38's got so much work to do.
Starburst shells will decimate enemy infantry.
And that's why he's pulled this onto the field. He's gonna need a bigger gun, and he's just found one. Waggling his tail all over the place to be able to lay that down, and that's the first time I've seen that in the tournament, the flak.
That's not the flak.
What is it? What's it called?
That's the pack.
Pack 43?
Port just in. Enemy
The
have
pack
300
38.
points left.
Is that what it's called? Is that all
Yeah,
it is? Is the
it's
call-in? Oh, is that all it is?
Yeah, it's just
Oh, that's
just another
boring.
pack.
I haven't
Okay,
played
so-
DAC enough.
Use, Commander.
I'll explain what this actually is. Basically, the normal AT gun is actually overpriced when you buy it normally.
Ah,
But if you use the call-in, it's 200 manpower, which that's literally like a minute of waiting, which makes it incredibly cheap and cost-effective. And so instead of calling in infantry or anything like that, you just call in more packs, because why not? It's just cheap and effective. I did that as well during my games, so it's just better.
Matilda's waltzed in there and wasn't able to acquire a target of worth. He's able to lay down some artillery flares. Meanwhile, 8-Rad sneaks a shot in. Panzer 4 command tank trying, but can't penetrate the frontal armor.
So one funny thing that happened there, Stuve activated the perimeter overwatch. But
Yes, I know.
he's assaulting enemy territory.
In their
so will
territory.
Not do anything.
Oh dear,
That's what we
not
call
good.
pro play.
That's why I was so hesitant to call it perimeter overwatch, or is it's called perimeter monitor. Because I was like, there's no way he could be calling in perimeter monitor when he's in his opponent's territory. So it's like,
I also made this mistake though.
oh, you did? Oh my god.
It's easy because it's like you don't really think about it. You're just like, okay, I need artillery. Anything will do. Press the button.
See that shell that just ricocheted off his frontal? Oh, there it is! He called it in for this guy, apparently. Meanwhile, yeah, he's still not got the 6-pounder upgrade, so just ricocheting shots off the frontal armor of the Panzer IV command tank there.
You
Nice.
do have better fire rate with 2-pounder, which in certain scenarios can be superior. But in this case, where it's fighting Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs, it's not really worth it. But against the M14s, the Italian tanks, because their armor is so small, you don't really care about doing more like penetration or damage. You just care about firing more at them, because you're guaranteed to get through essentially.
Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense.
Point is being overrun.
Clearly using auto build here. Orange best thoughts. So he's got his section command post in front of his headquarters. That's just lazy, isn't it?
It can also screw up your retreats.
Yeah.
You can like I've had it happen to me before, which is why I tried to stop doing it. Basically, if you get 3 or 4 squads retreating at the same time, they'll get stuck at each other, and then you have to wait like an additional 15 seconds before they can get reinforcements.
Report in.
That's not good.
The Huns are on 200 points.
Alright, we've had a lull in fighting for a while here as the players lick their wounds, but it seems to me that Stuve's, he's got decent victory point control, but he has lost a few squads recently, so let's see if he can maintain
I
it.
find this composition in the long run will come to bite him, I think. Just because it's very I don't want to call it basic, because it's not basic, it's just at a certain point the DAC vehicles will just grow out of control, right? When you don't have any AT guns or any like extra supporting elements, you just got tanks and infantry, it makes you very vulnerable to
Yeah.
some assaults.
To some assaults,
Yeah.
like flipping up and down.
Some assaults, fuck you.
Yeah, but why would they do that? It's coming here as not gymnastics.
Oh my god.
Cartwheels? I don't know what you're on about, mate.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the way co-tanks move or the bikes.
Yeah, I have. That's pretty somersaulty to be fair. Alright, Tommy's advance.
I do wish we could see the upgrades Barton has though, because I want to see like, if you check the HP count of his A-Rad, for example, you can see how many upgrades he has. Oh god.
I have to say Stu's preservation hasn't been the best, let's say, and Barton may have lost all the early game wipes, but he's starting to wipe one after another. Stu finding himself caught out of position and paying the price.
Yeah, it's fighting in one giant formation. It's just using the panzer pipes to screen out the infantry, and then the flame tank is just, it's so strong, just killing anything that overextends even for a moment. And it's just he's finding it hard to get opportunities to push into the flanks.
Here comes the Crusader looking for a flank. Can't quite get it though. Meanwhile, the Matilda's trying to tank the damage. He's doing it again. Is he?
No, that's the what's it called? The airburst.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, there we go. Air bursting out.
It's very cheap. It's like 19 units, so it is very worth to just spam sometimes.
Right.
I'm surprised Barton hasn't deployed any Panzer IIIs though.
Yeah, indeed. He could do with something with a bit more penetrative values. So right now he's being spotted. He's still getting out of there just about.
Yeah, he's very reliant on the columns, right? Like all these mediums and vehicles he's got except the 8-Rad are essentially columns, which is, while it works, at some point or another, if there's like 4 Crusaders and all you've got is a Panzer III in packs, you're just gonna get overrun.
Oof, that was a good shot there from the Crusader. Nearly gets the kill. White Flash saying there's a lot of action just focused in the centre. Well, that's because Barton's playing the way he's playing. Usually the players split up and control the victory points and fight on the beach or in the north. But Barton doesn't care. He's just got a death blob and he's happy to use it.
I mean, it does give him a lot of advantages, just in terms of repairing. You can just see Stuve's tanks have been basically just crippled for the last few minutes. Like, I think he's only starting repairs now, and Barton, because his entire core composition is just Panzer Pioneers, his repair rates are going to be out of the world.
Yeah, they're looking good. And you can see the Matilda's, it says repairs finished, he's still got 20% to go, and then we've got Crusader, who's got a really long time to repair. Meanwhile, look at these tanks. Look like they're ready to fight
ready to go, yeah.
This one's already in action, the 8-Rad.
It does feel like Barton, though. I feel like he's floating right now, because he hasn't built anything for a while. He doesn't have that much infantry to reinforce, really. And speaking of which...
There you go, that's what you asked for. He was building. It is indeed the Panzer III, so his composition's looking meaty right now. Let's count. We got... Oh my god, look at the icons. Look how big they are. We've got no chance, Orange Vest. He's got some red things on the map.
He is attacking, vaguely.
Vaguely attacking, indeed.
Well, I think they call it aggressive posture.
Ah, okay. Maybe we'll see somersaults soon.
Like, oh, fuck you.
Come on. Our tankers have finished their drills and not a moment too soon.
I do feel like Barton should cap the north, though, but maybe he just doesn't have the infantry to do it.
No, he's too busy repairing his mighty horde of vehicles. Matilda finds some side armor there. Command Panzers.
Oh, Stuve might be gearing up for an assault right now. His tanks moving in on the minimap.
Yeah, I can see it as well there as the Crusader, just thinking about poking up around this side perhaps again.
Well, this time Barton has actually started to guard the right side of the Panzer III, but he is starting to run low on time. I feel like he's tunnel visioning a little bit.
Yeah, his victory points are now double-digit figures, and that's not good.
Yeah, this is one. This realistically, right? Like, oh, this is what I was waiting for. Of course, just gotta press the button.
Oh, he just
Disgusting.
clipped him! He tried to get out of the way, and he got clipped. Oh, that's horrible. Poor Matilda.
Interesting.
Oh my god!
Unfortunately,
What?
it doesn't work.
What? No!
I tried doing that too. There was literally no counter.
Oh my god!
The capture point is being
Who
overrun.
decided to put a tournament out at release? This is stupid.
And now we watch Stuve collapse. Because now you have no answer.
Who is it that
It's-
told you
it's-
to just dodge the strafes, bro, yesterday? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, just bait it out, dude.
Who
Just
was
poke in and
telling you
bait it
that?
out.
Was it
Yeah,
Alper?
Elper did, of course, because he hasn't had the chance to go up against the real sweaty people abusing this shit.
Just dodge, bro.
Whatever. Yeah, just walk away. 360, walk away, man. It's no problem.
Thing is, he reacted ASAP. He took a 90-degree angle, got to outside the radius, smoked, and still died.
That was his heaviest plane in his roster. Or not plane, tank.
Oh, look, the
Like,
plane's still
that
there
is
as
how,
well.
that how, what the hell? Is that
Plane's
plane
still
doing?
there. Little baby plane.
We're losing a
But like, Matilda is the most, in terms of like your normal roster, right? It's like the most HP in the entire group. Still
artillery barrage on the way.
still struggle.
Right, I'm using airburst shells just to stay alive right now before Stuve collapses. He's just lacking infantry. I know he's just lost a tank, but it seems like he's lacking infantry more than anything. He's already got 3 tanks. He's starting to lose the victory points now. He can't close this game out if he can't keep a competent force of fighting soldiers alive.
He has to be working in tandem essentially right now, but oh god, that Panzer pilot might be dead. But Barton is just keeping everything together and just piece by piece, especially with the threat of the planes now. It means that Stuve has to play conservatively.
They're working round the side.
Here comes Pad's full command tank. Flamen Panzer will be able to escape. No questions asked now. He's got better armor. You saw the better armor elicited by its commander. Orange Pest, remind chat though, when did they fix Stuka Loiter targeting things outside the reticle in Company Heroes 2?
Wasn't it 2020?
They ever fixed it? Did they actually fix it in 2020?
It was very late.
Yeah.
I just remember it was like
7 years later, so yeah, we've got time in Code 3. But I've never seen
yeah,
attacking inside the smoke before. That was obscene.
yeah, I remember they would target everything, the Wehrmacht planes. And so like you would just because like it was at the IL-2s,
Commander,
they were
we
like
have
only good at
artillery
shooting at
on
infantry. They
standby.
would shoot tanks and do literally nothing. But then you had the Stuka planes, which were good at against everything, and they would just delete everything inside the reticle.
Yep, no health. He's on fire. He's got 1 pixel and he's got his binoculars out. I'm just like, the problem's behind you, mate. It's here. Your tank's like held together barely. Anyway, who's gonna win this game?
Honestly, it's looking like Barton is just he's having a bit of a helping hands moment where he's being too indecisive. You gotta like I keep saying this, but you gotta like have some killer instinct when these matches go on. You can't just sit around all day.
No.
Of course, unless you have skill planes, in which
Yeah.
case, you know,
You can sit around clicking
it
buttons.
doesn't matter. You just click your button and see your enemy's army get wiped for no reason.
Oh, nice rifle nade there.
We have munitions ready to be used.
There's the Matilda finding angles. But yeah, Barton has been a little bit infuriating in this game. Doing classic Barton things. 64 victory points is absolutely fine. He's famous for that in the ESL era. So we see it again. Oh no. Oh no.
Skill. Like this is just the skill on display.
God, the skill!
Beautiful.
Oh, it's awesome play!
I mean, he is just, he's so good at the game. I'm getting
Esports
shivers
ready!
right now. I'm getting shivers. I think I'm getting a few tears in my eyes. I can't tell if it's rage or just amazement, really.
Let's go! Esports ready. Tell the guys at DreamHack that StarCraft needs to go. This is the real stuff right here. CS go? No. More like Company of Heroes.
Although Barton is like, I don't know, this is weird. He's just not doing anything. So I mean, oh, you might run into the mine actually. Both of his tanks.
Well, our representative from East Asia, Captain Link from Taiwan, says Korean StarCraft is actually done. There's a hole in the market, Orange Pest. Tell the investors we're going to go now. Next tournament is going to be for 200,000.
The StarCraft got hit with a crippling blow. Sad to see.
Well,
but it means it's our turn, right?
Yeah, it's our turn. Finally. Just nerf the strafes and we're good. We're golden. Here we go. We've got a big tank push. He's going in. He's going to take out the Flammen Panzer once and for all. Now the Flamer has become the Inflamed.
The one problem with oh god, that might be a big Crusader.
It's close. How much health doesn't he have? He has.
So one thing that Barton is actually screwed up with here is that, yes, he's killed off the Matildas one by one, but he also hasn't really expanded his core composition for the last 4 or 5 minutes. It's literally just these 2 tanks against the Crusader blob.
That's
Granted,
right.
he has the extra armor, so...
Yeah. Victory points are so close now. 43 remains for Barton. Indeed, late into the feature, it's 3 health points remaining out of 600 for that tank just now. I love the fact you can see that. It may be a little bit hidden in the UI, but it is there. You click the armor icons and you can see it. There you go.
The Barton has been caught out of position a little bit. This is what happens when you don't have any, well, Bergsileri specifically, or Pigrans, to just, you know, deal with infantry. Other sections will just walk all over you. There's no answer to this, really. He's gonna have to take the trade, which you can't really afford to at this stage of the game.
He's going to have to do something, Orange Pest, because the longer he waits, the closer that Stuve will get to this victory point. He will cap it, and that will be game. Ticks
Yeah,
fast
I
and
think
go.
Barton doesn't know about the armory upgrades. Can you check the Panzer 3 HP?
It's 680.
Yeah, it's not been upgraded at all. I don't think he has the smoke upgrade. I don't think he has the self-repair upgrade. I don't think he knows about the armory.
Barton. I don't think he knows. He needs to learn to play, would you say, Orange Pest?
Yeah, I think he needs to play the tutorial.
That's right, Barton. You finally had your comeuppance.
This is, I mean, he should be winning this super hard because his tank should be running around capping everything and just self-repairing, but he hasn't upgraded.
People in chat like Borat and Ipkai got our jokes, Orange Pest. We shouldn't explain them for the other 99%, should we?
Yeah, true.
It's cooler when you don't
Old
explain
cult,
them, I think. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Just a little in-joke for the people that remember. Right. So, tank-wise, we've got the Crusader. We've got 2 of them, in fact. 3 of them, in fact. 4 of them. We've got 4 Crusaders,
yeah,
that's easy to say.
Barton has to be waiting for the final moment to just deploy skill plays and then just go in. Because,
He
I
does
mean,
do that, Orange
maybe
Pest.
he has tunnel vision and just forgot about the
Yeah, he literally does do
fact that
that.
he has the cap.
No, that's right. He actually does do that. He waits to the last possible moment, then pushes in. You've called
I
it.
guess he's waiting for Stu to get comfortable.
20 victory points, Barton. Maybe now? Maybe
Oh god,
now.
Stu can literally just sit on the points now. This is gonna be difficult.
Surely he's going to do it now.
Artillery perimeter is
He's
intact.
put the perimeter monitor on before he can get there. There's no way
I mean,
you
if
can
the vehicles if he has the vehicle cap upgrade, that means you can just grab it. But
Oh, he's gone south. He's trying to lure something into the south. He's thinking of pushing the north. 10 victory points remain. Perimeter Overwatch is still engaged. He's going to try and cap whilst Perimeter Overwatch is on. This is not wise,
yeah,
Barton. This isn't going to happen. Oh, no. He needs to neutralise. 6 victory points remain, but the Tommies get there. Meanwhile, he's trying to cap in the south. It's not going to happen. And he's getting exploded.
That's what I would call anticlimactic. What?
Any excuse to crack out the goods.
Esports.
Me right now?
They can now, Orange Pest. They can hear you now.
Oh. What? Oh, I wanted to ask about the thing on your screen.
Oh no, I wouldn't ask about any of the things you see on my screen today. It's just your eyes playing tricks on you. It's fine. Don't
Okay. I'm not. I didn't see anything. So whatever.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh, I love playing these tournaments in the early start part of the game. It's so fun.
That was it was a thing he did there. Just sitting there, just waiting for the game to end, and then just deciding to like stare at his opponent win. That was very masterful play, really pacifism.
Love Nest has just shared this with me. He says, "Can you see my army?" Orange Beth, look on my stream.
Oh my god!
Can you find my army for me? He says it's somewhere there. Oh,
Yeah, they need to heavily improve the tactical map. I've had a lot of issues.
thanks for the raid, excessive profanity. Welcome everybody to Company Heroes 3, the most hilarious competitive RTS of all time. You can have a great time. And excessive profanity is a great streamer. Does he still do that cool camera filter? Always remember that was pretty cool. Yes, he does. He's been going strong for years, he has. Right then. OP. Yeah, just port the tactical map over, and that would be good to go, in my opinion. Yeah, that would have been lovely. I don't think it's that easy, but if you just could copy the looks of the Co1 map with the functionality of the Co2 map, we would have had a good time. Right then, Orange Pest, are you sticking around for more replay casting, or you've got to go?
I got a couple of hours before I gotta get to bed, so sure.
What a legend. Okay, you've got some choices.
Shouldn't we finish the series off?
I was going to try to do one game of each series.
Oh, that's fine too.
Yeah, I want to give everybody an equal kind of get their games casted, because a lot of these players don't ever get the torch shined in their eyeballs. So yeah, I was going to do that. What's this? G1 versus Hulk Smash. This could be good. Let's try that. Hatton's lost one and won one series, that is. Yeah. So he's battling back excessive. I'm not going to show. We will cast Hans's game next, Kretsu. Momo, we're going to cast your game now. So enjoy that. No spoilers, please. But yeah, we're going to cast Momo for Show's game. But yeah, we're not showing brackets on this stream, guys, because we're casting replays where I think I know the result in my head somewhere, so I'm trying to pretend like I've forgotten. I think I've just chosen game one. I can't remember what happens in game one, but yeah, game one versus your opponents. Yeah. That guy from Co1 that I like. The guy from... Also from NA, actually. I think he's either a Canadian or American. I don't know if you... Hulk Smash, that's it. Hulk Smash. So yeah, we'll see some build orders. Orange Pest will comment on them. So, Orange Pest, we're now going to transition to players that are proper RTS players and like want to be really good, instead of like the trolls of the world that happen to be really good. So this will be different. Yeah, no spoilers, please, guys, because a lot of people in chat have no clue about the results.
Pathfinder's ready.
Attention! Pathfinders are now available to scout the front
I
line.
will need the screen sharing though.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
I'll share my screen in a momento. Hang on a second, please.
We're back to full strength.
Okay, so share screen. Here's 3. Go live. There we go. Settings. I say this out loud just to cover